Hello everyone, this is Taki'h and welcome to Practice of the Week. Today I'm going to share with you a foundational practice that I use in my everyday life to help me support myself to move more from personality to soul. So I talk a lot about this in the groups that I lead and in a lot of my posts, so how exactly to do that. So that's what this practice is about, and there will be a couple more probably, but this is how you start. So we all know that we have self-sabotaging practices, techniques, strategies that we use unconsciously on automatic that are there running in the background. Or maybe we don't look at it as self-sabotaging, but it's something that keeps us small, or something that creates a contraction, or something that in a moment of expansion, then the fear comes in, or whatever, the depression, whatever. My favorite bad feeling that I go to, that is where I find myself over and over again. Okay, so first to recognize what that is. So if you have a hard time, if from this moment, this minute of me explaining it, it didn't already come, then perhaps just take a moment to reflect, and a moment of expansion, and a moment of great joy, a moment of pleasure, and a moment of peace, stillness. Maybe it was during lovemaking, maybe it's playing with your child, maybe it's gazing into a sunset or walking in the nature. It could be anything. In such a moment, when this is happening, has there also been a time when you feel a contraction, when you feel that, okay, a thought comes in, oh, what if this happens? Or, oh, I gotta, whatever it is. But from this opening, there's a, and it's not your intention. Now, there's nothing wrong with that happening, so there's no judgment to that, and it is very common that it happens. And if your intention is to stay open, to stay expanded, to move from fear-based personality to more soul embodiment, then it's worth it to look at that. So finding some examples for you, and then dropping the story, dropping the details, and seeing what's the thread, what's the pattern there. So when I'm feeling this, then I tend to hold myself back or make myself small or contract or whatever by this. This is what kicks in. I'm not good enough. I'm not safe. I'm not important. Whatever it might be for you. I'm not worthy of love, or I'll never make it. Whatever that conclusion is, that is the automatic in the background that just brings you back into a smallness, a contraction. So once you have that, then to ask the very important question, which is, how am I benefiting from that? So this is the key. So because you can look at that and you can find even the roots of where it comes from your childhood or whatever situation helped create that or manifest it, cultivate it, and then it's been going on and running there in the background. Yes, that's important. But until you see, recognize, feel how you're benefiting from that, then that part that's benefiting is going to keep pulling you back towards it. It's going to keep saying, but wait, this is how I get love. This is how I get recognition. This is maybe my business is running on this, or maybe my relationships are running on this. Or maybe this is how I can feel important, actually. When I make myself example, right? When I have this expansion, and then all of a sudden I judge myself, I'm not good enough. That, oh yeah, but it's gonna go away, or it's really not real, it's fake, or I'm not there most of the time anyway, so that doesn't count. Whatever your mind says, that's actually how I'm feeling safe, or that's actually how then I can feel sorry for myself. I can play the victim card, and then I get love this way. And my partner or my friend or my family or whoever is like, oh, no, it's okay. I don't know what it is. We are all so creative in our ways of moving through life. So your way will be unique to you, and there's no comparison. There's no the right way. This is how it works. This is if I do this and it means this. There are patterns, of course, but I invite you to find that out for yourself, but to really focus on the question, what am I gaining? And maybe it's I'm gaining that I don't have to take responsibility for my gifts or myself or money or standing up and speaking my truths. I don't have to be seen. I'm afraid that I'll be judged. So I'm gaining that I can not have to face that. How am I benefiting? What am I gaining from this part continuing? From this part of me, this behavior, this pattern, this unconscious programming that has been installed and is just running on auto loop. To bring it conscious, to make it something that you're aware of, not only where it comes from, if you're able to do that, if you're interested in that, but that's not necessary, but how am I benefiting? And then you have a choice. That's when you actually have a choice. Particularly having an extension from the joy, from the peace, from those spaces where you really feel you're connected to your true self. There's something that's coming in the way of that, and see how you're benefiting from that in a pseudo powerful way, meaning it may seem like it gives you power, or it keeps you safe, or it somehow supports you, but to it be able to recognize that actually no, this is going against what I want. So this is the practice of the week. I hope it supports you to create a bit more distance between fear-based personality strategies and your authentic self, your soul. I would love to hear from you, your experiences with this practice. I have tons of experiences with this practice, and it's so revealing. So revealing. You get to know yourself so much and meet yourself more authentically, more intimately. So this is what I wish for you. Blessings to you and on your journey, and thank you for joining me today. If you're finding these sharings of these practices and anything else that's on this YouTube channel useful, please support it by helping me share it to others, subscribing, and spreading the word to others so that others can benefit too.